just want to touch on a couple of topics because I know it's really, really confusing and it's frustrating for the fans, and it's frustrating because the CBA is very, very complicated, and so there's certain things I can talk about or not talk about. But just wanted to talk about our hardships. Obviously, Haley Jones was once connected to our hardships that had gone over and played in Euro. When those two returned, Tierra and Luisa returned, we had to release Haley Jones. Kyla Charles at the time was a hardship from our injuries. Obviously, when we made the trade with Vegas, with Melissa, we can't have a hardship on the roster when you make a trade. So we had to release Kyla Charles to complete that trade with Vegas, and it reset, which is confusing because the two players that had longer injuries, Ty Harris and Maddie Sechrist, didn't stop being injured, but it reset the days that you have to miss in terms of games before you are re-qualified for a hardship. So it reset that. We had to wait 2 games, which was both Phoenix games, before then we were able to get a hardship again. At that point, we had signed our 12th player, which was Haley Jones, obviously, who has previously released from the hardship, and you can't re-sign her to a full regular position on the roster for 10 days. So we signed her the first day possible on the 11th day. That is really important sequencing wise when you're talking hardships, because if you have a hardship and then you want to sign a regular season contract, you have to release hardships. So sequencing is really, really confusing to everybody, but there was a method to our madness, and happy that Haley Jones was able to join us. Obviously needed her because we're so down in numbers, and excited that she's back. So just wanted to explain some hardships that way. The hardships are also confusing around the cut down date. The cut down date is the 13th. That is game day in Indianapolis. For example, if we sign a hardship player for the Indy game and it's the hardship date, their entire salary has to be paid, even if we only save them for 1 game to help us.